Inside the animation studio, the vibrant colors of ukiyo-e art fill the scene. On a large screen, the epic battle between Susanoo and Yamata no Orochi unfolds in vivid detail. 8 sacred mirrors, the Yata no Kagami, shimmer with an ethereal light. The scene transitions to colorized found footage of Kurokami Village in 1958. Villagers in traditional garb perform the Kagura Mishi ritual with solemn reverence. Haruto, a young shaman, stands out among the villagers. Aiko, his sister, stands beside him, a quiet resignation in her eyes. Tension hangs heavy in the air between Haruto and Aiko. Driven by desperation, Haruto steals the 8th mirror. His eyes are filled with a fierce determination to save Aiko. Aiko offers him a sad smile, resigned to her fate. Text appears on the screen. Aiko, the mirrors are not weapons, they are portals. The animation shifts to CGI, showcasing Orochi in terrifying detail. Realistic fluid physics bring the monstrous serpent to life, its movements fluid and menacing. The soundtrack blends the powerful rhythms of taiko drums with the futuristic sounds of modular synthesizers, creating an unsettling atmosphere. In the brightly lit TV studio, Kazuo Tanaka engages with callers, his smile warm and inviting. A mother from Osaka shares her fears. My son, he keeps drawing mirrors, bleeding mirrors. An old man's voice cracks with urgency. I am Haruto. Aiko is still alive. Inside the mirror, a subtle static begins to flicker across the screen. The colors become unnaturally saturated, a prelude to visual chaos. The visual degradation intensifies. Familiar scenes twist into distorted nightmares. The audio reverses, a cacophony of unintelligible sounds. Shadowy silhouettes of Orochi flicker at the edges of the screen, barely visible. Binary numbers flash rapidly. 1,101,000 and 11 1,000,000, 110,000, 101 11,000,000, 100,000, 100. The presenter's face contorts, glimpses of a scaly texture beneath the skin. He whispers GPS coordinates, barely audible. 35.689524. N139.691724. E. Pinpointing Tokyo. A dynamic QR code flashes briefly on the screen, a digital beacon in the chaos. Kazuo Tanaka reveals his dark secret. I am Haruto's great-grandson. I am infected by Orochi. My broadcast is a ritual to attract new hosts. The binary enigma leads to Haruto's diary on Google Docs. In Tokyo, 2020, Yuki tests a smart mirror from Kurai Kagami startup. The mirror flickers, displaying a cryptic message. Your sadness feeds Orochi. Suddenly, Yuki is violently pulled into the mirror. Osaka, 2022. The online RPG, Kurokami, The Mirror Trials, captivates over 500 players. Players solve ancient Kojiki enigmas. They collect fragmented pieces of mystical mirrors. Orochi, a mythical serpent, is unleashed into the virtual world during a secret live event. Fukuoka, 2023. Mai, an archaeology student, stumbles upon an old diary. Intrigued, she starts Twitch streams, documenting her findings. Mais de cifres obscures, Yakuza symbole. The symbols link to a clandestine network trafficking antique mirrors. Nagasaki, 2023. Mai discovers a hidden underground bunker. Inside, rows of giant mirrors stand ominously. Present, Dr. Yumisato stares intently at a monitor. Complex data streams fill the screen. Deepfake technology blends player faces with scaly textures. Python scripts simulate waves of bot invasions during critical live scenes. Orochi is on the dark web, Dr. Yumisato warns. In 1958, Haruto faces the shamans, his expression grave as candlelight flickers across their faces. Haruto reveals the dark bargain. Orochi promised to bring Aiko back if I delivered 8 souls. Aiko, her voice strained, declares, I will trap you, Orochi. In a desperate act, Aiko shatters her mirror, trapping Orochi within herself. Shards of glass scatter across the tatami mat, marking the end of an era. In 2023, a sterile laboratory hums with the energy of Experiment 237, wires snaking across cluttered tables. The experiment reconstructs the Kagura Mishi ritual, leveraging an advanced AI. The AI generates a chilling simulation. Orochi merges with the internet, becoming Orochi.exe. Orochi.exe is shown as a digital plague that corrupts devices through their own screen reflections. Yumi and her team race against time, severing server connections to contain the digital threat. Mirrors spontaneously shatter around them, reflecting the chaos of the ritual's digital rebirth. Holograms flicker, projecting the ritual in vivid detail, a ghostly echo of the past. A glitch effect contaminates the screen, a digital infection spreading rapidly. Haruto stands silently, his face grim as he prepares for the ritual. The shamans chant in unison, their voices echoing in the dimly lit chamber. Candlelight flickers, casting long shadows that dance across the walls. Aiko's eyes widen with resolve as she gazes at her reflection in the mirror. The mirror shatters, the sound echoing through the chamber as Orochi is imprisoned. Yumi observes the experiment, her brow furrowed in concentration as she monitors the data. The team works tirelessly, their fingers flying across keyboards in a desperate attempt to contain Orochi.exe. Alarms blare, adding to the chaos as the digital plague spreads. Holographic images of ancient symbols flicker, a warning from the past. The glitch effect intensifies, consuming the screen in a wave of digital corruption. Haruto faces the shamans, his expression a mask of determination. The shamans raise their hands, chanting in a rhythmic, hypnotic drone. Aiko's reflection stares back at her, a silent challenge in her eyes. Yumi's eyes dart across the monitors, searching for a solution to the digital crisis. The team works in unison, their movements precise and coordinated. Sparks fly from the equipment as the digital plague overwhelms the system. The holographic images distort, their forms twisting into grotesque shapes. The screen goes black, the digital infection complete. Haruto's voice echoes in the chamber, filled with regret and determination. The shaman's chanting grows louder, their voices reaching a fever pitch. Aiko's eyes blaze with defiance, her spirit unbroken. Yumi's face is grim, her determination unwavering. The team continues to fight, their hope fading but not extinguished. The laboratory is plunged into darkness, the battle lost. Viewers are advised to refresh the page to contain the digital anomaly. The towering presence of Kurokami Corp casts a dark shadow across the futuristic cityscape. Digital billboards flash with unsettling propaganda, their messages promising a twisted vision of the future. A chilling revelation emerges. Kurokami Corp's sinister plan to exploit personal data for a dangerous AI project. Leaked internal report. Kurokami Corp uses data from IoT mirrors to train an AI called Yamata 8, promising digital immortality. Hiroshi Kurokami stands defiant, proclaiming, "Orochi is not a demon. It's an ancestral intelligence. We are just giving it a new body." The city's reflection in the mirrors becomes a haunting distortion of reality, promising eternal life at a terrifying cost. Billboards in Tokyo scream, "Your reflection can live forever." Digital influencers, their eyes gleaming with an unnatural light, promote the seductive allure of mirrors of youth. Psychiatric patients, haunted by visions, whisper in fear, "Orochi is in the clouds." The digital world blurs with reality as altered mirror reflections flood social media, daring users to embrace a dangerous challenge. Psychiatric patients repeat, "Orochi is in the clouds." Post images of altered mirror reflections on Instagram. Challenge viewers to post photos with Kurokami challenge to gain immunity. The bunker's metallic walls reflect the cold, stark emergency lights as Dr. Yumi Sato enters, her face a mask of exhaustion. Amidst the desolation, Yumi discovers a mirror, its surface reflecting the ghostly image of Aiko. Aiko's voice echoes from the mirror, a haunting plea, "Free me, and he will come." Yumi faces a harrowing choice, to shatter the mirror or heed the ghostly plea.